सम्प्राप्ते हितकथनाय तापसौघे मत्तोऽन्यो भुवनपतिर्न कश्चनेति त्वन्निन्दावचनपरो मुनीश्वरैस्तैः शापाग्नौ शलभदशामना इवेन। तन्नाशात् खलजनभीरुकैर्मुनीन्द्रैः तन्मात्रा चिरपरिरक्षिते तदङ्गे त्यक्ताघे परिमथितादथोरुदण्डाद् दोर्दण्डे परिमथिते त्वमाविरासि।
Hare Krishna, Guruvayurappa. Namaste. Dashakam 18, shlokas 3 and 4. Shloka 3. Tapasaughe hitakathanaya samprapte. When the sages approached him with good advices, matta anya bhuvanapati kaschana na. There is no one except me as the Lord of the world. Iti. Thus, Tvannindavajanapara vena. O Lord Guruvayurappa started abusing and humiliating you. Tai munishvarei shapaknau shalabhadasham anai. Died like a moth in flames by the fiery curses of the sages. And the meaning of the shloka is, when the cruel Vena neglected the kingdom and welfare of his subjects and stopped all sacrificial rites, the great sages were upset. They approached Vena to give him some sound advices and turn him into a wiser king. However, to the dismay of the sages, the arrogant Vena declared that there is no other Lord except him in this universe. He further started offending and humiliating you, O Lord Guruvayurappa. This infuriated the pious sages, and they put a terrible curse on Vena that killed him like a moth in flames. Now shloka 4. Tanmatra chiraparirakshite tadange. Vena's mother Sunitha preserved her son's dead body for a long time with her divine powers. Tannashad, when the kingdom was deprived of a king. Khalajana bhirukai munindrei, the sages who feared tyranny in the kingdom. Atha, thereafter, Parimatitad Urudandad, when the thighs of Vena's dead body was churned. Tyaktaghe, removed all his sins. Dordande Parimathite Tvam Avirasid, when his arms were churned, you, O Lord Guruvairappa, incarnated. And the meaning is, when Vena was killed by the great sages by their curse, his mother Sunitha preserved his dead body for a long time using her divine powers. Thereafter, the great sages, fearing an anarchy in a land without a ruler, churned the huge thighs of Vena, by which all his sins were removed. These sins took the form of a dark and short hunter and ran away into the forest. Once again, they churned the great arms of Vena's dead body, from which, O Lord Guruvairappa, you manifested as King Pruthu. There hasn't been a more evil man in the history of time than cruel Vena. He is notorious for his evil pranks as a child, when he drowned and killed his friends in water while playing. King Anga, his father, was anxious about his son's behavior, but always thought that he would mend his ways, that he would redeem as he grew up. On the contrary, Vena became more and more notorious for his barbaric deeds, which left King Anga hopeless and made him retire to the forest. On the positive side, all these events may have been a blessing in disguise for the King Anga, because he soon got detached from the worldly life and surrendered to the Lord. Under favorable circumstances, Anga may still have continued to remain entangled and attached to his son and family and all the other worldly pleasures that may finally lead him to abysmal sorrows. The story of Vena and Pruthu is given in detail in the 4th skanda of Bhagavata Purana, from chapter 13 to chapter 28. This has been summarized by poet Bhattadaripad in 10 shlokas here in Narayaneeyam. And that once again brings out the genius in the poet. Namaste.